Could your homeowner's insurance get canceled simply because you paid off your mortgage? Got that question recently. Is that truth or myth? I'll explain that and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. All right, is it possible that you could be harmed, that it's a negative thing for your homeowner's insurance if you pay off your mortgage? At least here in Indiana, a lot of people are afraid or worry about paying off their mortgage because their property taxes could go up. And I'll just tell you, for those of you, and maybe you got to check your county as well, but here in the county where we're headquartered in northern Indiana, they actually got rid of that. So paying off your mortgage, now if you've got a really low interest rate, you may not want to do that, but paying off your mortgage no longer is going to cause your property taxes to go up. In our county, there used to be a small property tax credit for having a mortgage, and they've reworked that starting this year and moving forward. And so they've added that potential tax credit onto just your normal homestead deduction, and therefore there is no property tax benefit to keeping your mortgage. Get this question a lot too. Well, but there's an income tax benefit to it as well, right? So I'd be penalized on my income taxes by paying off my mortgage. No, that's not true either. Your mortgage interest is one of the deductions if you itemize your taxes. Many people are not itemizing their taxes, but even if you are itemizing your taxes, the deduction basically creates a percentage of your interest cost that is tax beneficial to you. So essentially, it's going to cost you more in interest than the income tax benefit you would receive. So yeah, not a benefit to keep the mortgage around from your taxes. So therefore, is it a benefit to keep the mortgage around for your homeowner's insurance? Got this question recently, and I quote, "I've heard horror stories of your homeowner's insurance being canceled because you paid off your mortgage. Is this a reward you get when paying off your debt?" Is this truth or myth? It's a myth. It's a myth, but there's more to the story. In fact, not only would your homeowner's insurance, not get canceled when you pay off your mortgage, it's likely you'll get a discount when you pay off your mortgage. So what could possibly be going on here? Well, listen, when you have a mortgage, you have to list that with your homeowner's insurance. It's got to be listed right on there for a couple of reasons. One, they have a financial interest in the property, right? They are loaning a lot of money for an asset, and if you have a claim, if the house catches on fire, or if there's a major claim or whatever, they want to know, well, did that asset all of a sudden lose a lot of value because there's a big hole in it, or because it's damaged in some certain way? So they need to be notified by the insurance company if there's a substantial claim, and therefore they need to be listed on it for that. But then second, most of the time when you have a mortgage, your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance are going to be escrow billed, escrow paid, meaning you're going to pay more every month than your normal principal and interest payment. You're going to pay a little bit extra that goes into a special savings account. You know all this, but a special savings account with the bank called escrow. And out of that escrow account, your property taxes will get billed to that escrow account. Your property taxes will get paid out of that. And then your homeowner's insurance will get billed to that account, and it will be paid out of that. So therefore, it's vitally important, it's critically important that you communicate to your insurance company, yeah, I've got a mortgage, it's with this company, and so on. If you refinance, it's your responsibility. You gotta communicate that to your insurance agent, your insurance company. And so is the case if you pay off your mortgage. I'm pretty certain I know why someone would have said, I've heard that when people pay off their mortgage, their homeowner's insurance gets canceled. If you never communicate, if you paid off your mortgage, fantastic, but if you failed to communicate that to your insurance company, then likely when it came time for your next homeowner's insurance premium to be paid, they automatically sent the bill to the bank, sent it to be escrow billed, and the bank likely said, yeah, we don't have a mortgage with that number. And they're not going to notify you, they're just going to not pay it. Or they'll send a notice back to the insurance company, that's it. maybe the insurance company will then warn you and send you a letter in the mail saying, we tried to escrow bill your homeowner's insurance and they didn't pay it, therefore you've got to pay it. But by then, it might be just in time. Your insurance is due immediately, and if you didn't open the bill, or you didn't open the mail, or you just thought, well, I get inundated with a bunch of junk mail from credit card companies and from insurance companies, and it's very possible you just thought, no, this is just spam, this is junk mail, I'm not worrying about this, and it turned out to be a notice or a bill saying, hey, we tried to bill your mortgage, your bank, they didn't pay it, you've got to pay it. And if you failed to do that, then they would have canceled. Therefore, once again, staying in touch with and communicating with your independent insurance agent or whomever your insurance agent is. But gosh, this is why another reason why I'd recommend you're working with an independent agent that you've got a relationship with, you can talk to, you can work with, and work through these things. Making sure that they are in tune with what's going on in your life and any changes that you make when you pay off your mortgage. That is definitely something you want to celebrate, and that's definitely something you want to communicate to your insurance agent so that they remove the mortgagee, the mortgage company on from your insurance, and that they update the billing to bill you directly instead of billing your escrow. A couple other things that you're going to want to do with that. Number one, you're going to want to ask your insurance agent, wait a second, so do I get a discount? I heard someone on YouTube talking about I get a discount if I no longer have a mortgage. And oftentimes you will. There is no set percentage or a universal rule of thumb that all companies follow. But the truth is that most companies do offer a discount because less processing error for them, right? Again, this issue of sending it to escrow and so on. So less administrative burden. And then second, just insurance is all about risk, and risk is all about the law of large numbers, and those that don't have a mortgage on their property tend to be less risky, and therefore you get a little benefit from that. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do when you reach out and tell your insurance agent, hey, good news, I paid off the mortgage. Do I get a discount for this? One. And then two, make sure that they set up, that they send you the bill for your insurance every year, and then you start saving that amount so that when you get that bill every year, you're not surprised by it, right? So this would be part of that delayed spending account, that second bank account where you're looking and saying, yep, my property taxes and my homeowner's insurance used to be paid right out of my monthly mortgage. That's no longer happening. Therefore, I need to create my own escrow account, like create a savings account, nicknamed maybe escrow or nicknamed property taxes and insurance. And you could take a look at your mortgage statement and see, well, what were you paying in escrow? Or you can just do the math yourself. Here's my total property taxes. Here's my total homeowner's insurance. Add that up, divide it by 12, and start saving that amount into this separate savings account that you set up so that when you get your property taxes, but when you also get your homeowner's insurance bill, you've got the money right there. Doesn't create any financial stress. There's no worry. Got the money right there. Go ahead and pay it right out of that account. So it is a blessing. It is a wonderful thing to pay that mortgage off. And then that in of itself is not a reason the insurance company would drop you. In fact, they're going to give you a discount, but logistically, you've got to communicate with them and make some adjustments. So work with your certified financial planner on that, who's collaborating with your insurance agent, and all three of you guys are working together on the same page. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go on and take your next wise step in your financial life.